Okay. I'm gonna jump back into doing some of the Spellblade build. Because I would like to see the Chimera at some point. Because I haven't been able to complete that boss. Since this character is much more decked out, and I quite enjoyed playing it. Even though I feel like the build's a little whack. Mainly because I went kind of more sorcery than I probably should have. But that's fine. So what do we got? We're gonna probably go into warfare some more. What do we have for shields? Okay, we filled out the whole side of the tree of shields that I was wanting to fill out. So, more or less all we got to do is kind of fill out some warfare, probably. Maybe some athletics. The dodge stuff in athletics could be pretty useful since we're wearing very little armor. Kind of relying on our dodge rate and our block rate from our shield, but to be our durableness. Yeah, okay. So I'm just kind of looking around. I think this build I have pretty much... Yeah, I have pretty much everything upgraded, I guess. Guess I didn't get that upgrade. Well, we're almost fully upgraded. We're missing harness and the last chest, which we just need 2 more nails for. And we also need to grab all of the different ingredients for this. So what do we need? We need ginger root, which we're going to have to grab from Bran, 2 spearmint, 2 leek, and then we're going to need garlic and onion. Okay, so what is the expiration on? It says that I have a... Don't entirely remember what I did last session because it's been a while since I played it. Should have probably had a look-see in the... Just quickly checked my playthrough. The last one I did to see where I was. So we can sell all of this. This is interesting. What is this? We got crit efficiency and fumble chance. Things that I don't mind. This has more evasion on it. This has health and healing efficiency, which isn't too terrible. So that's something I could hypothetically replace if I wanted to. These are things I want to sell. That's the upgrade. This I can sell to the guy at the Rotten Willow Inn. That... yeah, that is a side grade. It's also something I could just sell, because the blue enchants on my rings are still really good. It's giving me a lot of raw stats. If I could get one of these with a blue upgrade on it, that would be amazing. What else we got here? Okay, lots of herbs and stuff. Where's the food? We got plenty of lentils. We got a 3-day cabbage, which I'm gonna need to use up or it's gonna rot. We got the sausage that lasts forever. We got, what else? That's pretty organized. I did the handful of flour out of here. Stick that in here with all the other food, but I don't see... where is this hiding upgrade at? Garlic. Is it in my inventory? Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay. 19 days. Okay. I was like, where is it hiding at? Okay, we'll stick the garlic in here for now. So we got a bit of a shopping list. What do I have in here? Some thyme, okay. Okay, so we got a bit of a shopping list. We got a lot of money on hand. Do we have even more money in here? No. No. Okay, so we need another garlic, 2 ginger root, and 2 onion. And then the leek and the spearmint I can find on the map. And since I'm a higher level on this character, 25, we should be able to check out the... we can go to Denbris and check out there for some contracts. Because I haven't really explored Debris that much on any character yet. Besides traveling there. Do you buy damaged goods? I can't remember. No. You do have a tier 5 necklace, though. And you have more of these rings, which are more up the alley of what I want. Because it's got weapon damage and magical power on it. So I could grab those. That's a cool halberd. I already have the elven boots. Okay, I could just go for... Oh, that's expensive though. Yeah. And then I'm only getting, what? 5 more magic power, really? It's alright. I do like these as upgrades though. Do lose the raw stats on the blue enchants though, but then I can replace those with dodge rate. So I think we might do that if we can get the other one at the jewelry place. Let's head on down. Okay, so we're gonna go in here because I'm pretty sure this place buys damaged gear. No, they don't either. Okay, but they do sell some interesting stuff. I like my gloves. Much more defensible. Ooh, I like that. Really expensive though. Pain. Physical resist. Bunch of block stats. I like that belt. That belt's pretty cool too. And it's relatively cheap too. For a tier 4 belt. That could be something worth buying. You know what? Or a tier 5 belt. It's a double upgrade. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'll buy that too. Looks like it's getting kind of late. Should be still enough daylight to take a quick look-see at some stuff. What's this shield? Oops. Oh, it's a medium shield. What am I using? Light. Still using light. Okay, cool. I like the light because I get to keep the dodge. Let's see what they have down here. You got anything cool? You got some alright weapons, I guess. But not really exactly what I'm looking for. What you got? Okay, you got some decent cool stuff. This is medium armor. That's the geomancy. Is that the... no, it's like a side grade. cool that it has all the like more powerful staffs. Now these things look cool. I haven't got to use any of the late game staffs because the last time I played a full caster was right when Electromancy got added into the game. And I don't think the staffs were added in yet. Okay, hopefully we can get over to the ring shop before it closes. If not, I'm going to quickly visit one of these vendor guys at night because I have the quest to hand in to him. Oh, the shops are closed. Okay. But that means that I can talk to this guy. Carpentry. Which one's carpentry? I think this one's carpentry. Okay, oh, that's a cool looking crossbow. Don't really have a whole lot of reason to be here because that's why I avoided it for such a long time. Because I don't think there's a tier 4 shield that is too terribly much of an upgrade from what I'm wearing. Unless I go into the medium category, but I think I want to stay in the light. When I did some looking at the wiki, it's not a... all the tier 4 small shields are just kind of like tiny minor upgrades, like a difference of like 3 to 5 stats, like percentage wise, pretty much like 3%, which isn't a huge deal. So the only like big major upgrade is going to be for getting the tier 5 small shield. And we'll just quickly book a room for the night here. I forgot this town, everything costs more. Okay. What do I have? I should check quickly what I have recipe-wise on this side. We got... moose kidney, bear fat. Okay, we got the large meat recipe. That's good. Okay. So I think we're gonna get some large meat so that I can use up the cabbage back at the caravan. We're gonna obviously come in here and have a look, see if he has another copy of this ring, which he does. Cool. Okay. I think I'm going to switch these rings so I can sell these. And this is something I can sell as well. Good thing I checked that, because I would have probably forgotten, and then it would have gotten damage to the point where it would need to be repaired. Okay. So we need the rest of the vegetables. We need some large meat. So there's some large meat we can get over here. Or maybe not. Guess you can't buy large meat in towns. Okay, I guess we'll just get some small meat then. That's fine. And we'll check this vendor, even though this looks like a fruit vendor, yeah. The vegetable vendor's up here. Maybe we'll just pawn off the rest of my stuff to this general goods vendor. So we'll just pawn off the rest of this. Get some extra money. And if I can find a vendor to sell these off to, I will. And I guess I might as well get this recipe now because whatever, it's fine. I'll sell this too. There we go. Okay. So we'll go up here, get some vegetables. We need garlic, onions, garlic. And they don't have onions on them. We're gonna need leeks and spearmint. Okay, I'll grab them here, I guess. I think there's one other vegetable vendor in the town on the other side, on the east. I need ginger root too, yeah. That was the other thing I needed. Because there's one of the tier 4 light shields. And it's like 4 block chance, 3 block power, same block recovery. And then you lose out on the counter chance. So you get 4 more evasion and 4 more damage reduction on hit, which is alright, but it's not that big of a upgrade. So we'll just head over to where I think there's one more vegetable vendor on this side. And I might just duck back down to the magic shop real quick too. Who's closer? That's the dough place. There's the vegetable shop, I think. think I might dodge back down to the magic place and see if he carries spearmint. I'm not sure if he does. Because if he does, then I've done my whole shopping thing. I don't have to really deal with that anymore. Okay, good. She carries onions. We needed those. Down here. Magic shop. I'll stop at the well real quick. Are you carrying spearmint? No. I do like the look of the Chronomancer helm. Too bad Chronomancy isn't in the game yet. And the staff looks pretty cool too. What do I have in my other slot? Oh yeah, right. My crowbars. Are they damaged? A little bit. Okay, let's just quickly check this guy one last time, see what he has. And then we will head back, and then we're going to need to find some spearmint. Oh, neat. Jesus. 10,000 gold for this. But that might be close to what we're getting, right? Physical, nature, and magic resist are down. Bleeding's down. Dodge rate's up. Block chance not there, so that's kind of about the same avoidance, roughly. Magic power's up by quite a bit. And energy restoration instead of skill energy. And I think I like the skill and spell energy from this thing much better. What's this? Cooldown reduction and crit chance. Well, I am doing the kind of crit stuff. And I do still have some money left over. But then there's also this elven sword. I don't think this is much of an upgrade, though. No, this is more of a side grade. What about this? Damage is a lot higher. It's got lower armor pen, higher body damage, incredibly high bleed, but also it's 8,000 gold, which we don't have. Cool weapon, though. I think I might want to get more of the upgrade of this line, though. Because it's much more defensive. But we could grab this. We'd be losing a little bit of magic power, but we'd be gaining cooldown duration, which is something we'd like. Crit chance, which is something I like. Fire resist can be useful against the caster mobs that we're going to be running into, or caster bandits. So you know what, I'll grab that. Oops. Oh, jeez, this guy ends up buying it for more than the general goods vendor. You can have it then. Okay, let's go back to the caravan. Cook up some food, and then we can go get some spearmint. Trying to think if there would be someone who sells it in this town. I don't think there's anyone who has herbs in this town. Can't think of an area that would sell it. Yeah, I can't. Don't think of anyone. Okay, what do we got here? We got time on the map. And if we have time on the map, yeah, I think this still counts as a savanna plain. Yeah, there's poppy on the map. Okay, let's drop off all the food real quick. So these will last a decent amount of time. And these will last 5 days. Once I get the upgrade, all my food will last a lot longer. Turn that into food. Need to peel these apart. Day-teller stew. Okay. We want to save so we don't lose out on everything we just did. And then I can go up here, check out that point of interest. Okay, those are my defensive cooldowns on that page. That was close. Okay, I think there is a high-level caster bandit from the sounds of it on this map. There's a couple high-level bandits over there. Okay. close is he? 7%? Alright, perfect. I'm gonna have to be careful, because if he uses short circuit, which I think he does have, yeah, he's a pure lightning caster, and he gets it next round. Okay, I got static for 2 more rounds. Don't have it anymore. Perfect. I'm getting hit by a lot of backfire chance. Let's heal up a bit. Let's do this to get a big chunk of my health back. Okay, there we go. Close call. I haven't read this, but I'm pretty sure I have all of that skill unlocked at the moment. I think this will be a good chunk of money, will it not? Ah, it's really damaged. But it could have been if it wasn't damaged. What about the mercenary halberd? Yeah, that's a good chunk of money. And so is the book. I forgot to drop the coin purses off. Doesn't matter, we're just looking for spearmint. There's some spearmint. I could grab the lentils, but I don't want to bog my inventory down with too much stuff. We can also save some room by harvesting it. And there's some spearmint. So that's the spearmint dealt with. I could probably poke my nose over here and see what this is. Though I don't want to get into another like big confrontation like we just did. Because dealing with 3 spellcasters, especially while we're well soaked, so I'm going to be getting a lot of the backfire chance on casting. Okay, it's just a buffalo den. Let's see if I can get close enough to get the XP for it. No, can't get it there for whatever reason. Let's see if we can get it right here. There we go. Now, am I feeling confident enough to go down 1 tile? I guess. I gotta be real careful around dealing with tier 3 bandits. I got lucky that majority of the bandits didn't hit me that much except for the casters. Because I can't really afford to be in a long term fight with them. have here? Oh, it's a harpies nest. Oh, I got the XP for it. That's all I need. Okay, just to be careful walking back so that we don't run into any super strong bandits on the way back. Okay, good. We can get the big chunk of meat. Big chunk of meat. Okay, no bandits. That's good. Okay, we're back to the camp. Let's quickly head on over here. Gonna have to remember to stick a majority of this stuff back in here. So let's stick this in to be traded for later. This in to be traded for later. Let me just stick this in here for now. Gonna convert some of this into food. That means we're gonna need a plate. Plate. Not in this inventory space. There's a plate. There we go. Merge that with that. Good, good, good. Okay. Then we can do the upgrade now. And then this allows the food to last longer in the caravan. Yeah. Doubles the time on expiration. Cooking at camp replaces sanity and the amount depending on the recipe complexity. Nice. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's move the caravan. We're gonna want to move it to debris. But where do we want to put it? Do we want to put it on this side? So it looks like the dungeons are here, here, and I think the other one's gonna be up here. Let's go and put it on the shoreline here. We got one of the annoying debuffs. Okay. Let's just do a little save. And also let's grab some of this stuff and turn it into fodder / throw it on the ground so that we can refresh what's being gathered. That doesn't, that turns into fodder, that turns into fodder, and so does that. Fodder. Okay. Seaweed. I know you need it for some recipes. Does it expire? Oh, it does. But you can also turn it into fodder. Decent. Okay. Might as well grab that for now. What do you got? Just a bunch of stuff. Okay, so I don't think this is considered stealing, taking all of this salt. So we're gonna just grab all the salt here. Fill up on some salt. So we're gonna be able to preserve a lot of meat. A lot of meat. Can't get the last one. I don't really care about the fodder that. Well, wait. I can put that in the bag there. Okay. Do you guys sell anything neat? Okay, you sell the vendor stacks and more salt if needed. And none of these are enterable. So he's the main guy who gives quests in this town. And we will pick up a quest from him shortly. We just want to finish kind of filling in the rest of the map. I know this guy's a vendor. Yeah, he just sells some odds and ends. I don't think there's any other vendors in town. This is a pretty small little town, if I recall. Don't recall what was down here. Just a shrine and a jail cell. Okay. We're just gonna quickly go back, stick all the salt that we have in the caravan. Then we'll come back. Well, we might kind of explore the area first before we go in the dungeon. Because I would love to go up and check out that, because I haven't done that on a playthrough before, so I don't know what that place looks like. Okay. So I got a ton of salt. We'll stick all this new salt in here. Fodder. We can stick it here. And let's sleep till tomorrow. And we'll eat this, which will completely fill us up. I need to sort my inventory out on this character. Okay, definitely use some enchants on this stuff. What's my dodge rate looking at? Dodge rate 40%. I can get what, 2 on each piece of equipment. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I could be up an additional 10 dodge, which would be nice. Except I don't really want to bore anyone watching the content. Just spamming enchantment scrolls over and over again until I get the right dodge, so I'm going to do that off camera. Let's pick up Cleansing Ritual. Jeez, these are all strong dungeons. Well, what's the Cleansing Ritual look like? The Bone Mound. The Bone Mound. Okay, I think I'm just going to explore the world map for now. I'm wondering if those skulls change at all. It used to be that depending on your level, the skulls would change on the quests and on the dungeons on the map. Showing them what their difficulty relative to your level was, but maybe they don't do that anymore. Because I would think that these dungeons would have turned green or even yellow by now, but they're still at 3 red skulls, so maybe they changed how... Maybe he changed how the dungeon leveling system works. Okay, that's a lot of tier... Is it 3 or 4 bandits? These look like tier... These could be tier 4 bandits. Well, that's fine, they're just shield bandits. Shield bandits aren't too terribly difficult. Let's do this. Okay, bandage off the bleed. We'll patch ourselves up a little bit. A little bit on medical supplies. Might want to pick up some more of that. Just have a look-see. I don't think any of this stuff is too terribly valuable, especially if it's damaged. Can I put this in? No, I can't. Not if there's stuff inside of it. Okay, let's open this up. Fancy boots. I think I stopped using the fancy boots. Because I think I was using the fancy boots before I got the elven boots. Fancy. Decent amount of stuff that we can sell. Pretty good bow. Don't want the charcoal anymore. All that stuff's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. I think we did need nails for the final upgrade that we need. Okay, we want to head over to this town and check it out. Let's also stick some of this stuff in here, just so I have some room for picking stuff up. Okay, what do you have? Okay, you're the guy who hands out work. I'll grab another Healy Madrigi from you. Okay, we got a chicken's pen. There's no eggs in there, so that's probably why it wasn't. I'm so used to scrolling over it and turning red. Okay, so this looks like it's just a farmstead that's being protected by the magistrate guards. From the looks of it. Pretty complex farm, though. These guys must be pretty rich to have such such good treatment from the magistrate. Okay, he's got a recipe. Meat omelet. Ooh. Well, I love making omelets because they're such an easy recipe to make. If you can just add meat to it, I wonder how much. Extra food that gives. I can also grab that so that on the way back I have some meat. Alright, let's kind of explore this place. I haven't really been in here before. So it's a double layered inn from the looks of it. What's in this room? Oh, it's a quick way out. Interesting. Okay. That's a cool little nifty little hovel they have here. I'm almost the next level too. Okay. I want to go up here and get this dungeon explored, and then we can hit a couple exclamation marks on the way back down, I think. I didn't save at this bandit camp, though, I don't think. So I'm going to have to be a little cautious traveling the overworld. Can't be too reckless, or we're going to lose a lot of progression. Let's go up all the way and grab this exclamation, I think. The reason I grabbed the meat is because I can't do any hunting on the map as long as this haze aura is on, because it's just constantly doing poison damage to everything on the map every once in a while. Which means that the meat is going to be bad. Okay, this is a bandit encounter. But from the looks of it, these bandits are all Tier 2 bandits. Looks like it. Oh, I got an archer as well. What do we want to do here? Let's zap them. None of that stuff is worth anything. Yeah, let's put another point into something. So it looks like we got the 5 caps on these 3 stats. But what do we want to keep putting points into? What do we got for Magic Mastery? We can see everything on the bottom of the trees. We're high enough level for all of that. That's good. Good. We could start cranking into willpower. That would give us more cooldown and ability energy costs. I don't mind kind of being a pure hybrid. I think I would just keep pumping into strength otherwise. Just for that strong weapon damage. As well as increased block chance is nice. You know what? Let's invest the 4 points into will so we can get the 15 threshold. Then we get a chunk of magic power, pain resistant fort. I think that might be worthwhile. And then what we could do is go a little bit further into the elementary tree. We can do that for a little bit of... Grants 1 magic power for each remaining % of max energy. That would really help with energy management. This could be good just for some extra pew pew. Except I don't have a whole lot of room left on my bar for stuff. I'm gonna have to end up splitting my magic onto another bar, I think. Do I really need chain lightning though? Also could start trying to work on the flame fire tree. I don't really know if I want to go down one more though. Because I do like Melting Ray. Melting Ray is pretty sweet. But I'm going to need to put a lot of investment in to get Melting Ray. A lot of investment. But we can also do the warfare thing. I wouldn't mind grabbing this. That's another ability I have to put on my bar, but... I think that might be worth it. The problem is now I have the issue of too much stuff. So let's stick this here. We'll move the lunge. It's a sword technique, isn't it, right? Yeah. We'll move the lunge. This is more of a defensive spell anyways. I'll move that onto my defense, because I don't end up casting that all too terribly much. So we'll move that with... I'll move that here with my defensive spells. You're just gonna retreat forever? You cowardly archer. Okay. There we go. Okay, still need a large chunk of XP to get to the next one. Okay, I think this was the place with the question mark on the road. Yeah. It's a shrine. We could go up here and explore these, but I kind of want to backtrack back down here. We need to go straight this way as well, because there's going to be a dungeon over here. Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. Enemy? Oh. Okay. Okay. That's only going to be like 70-ish gold, I think. Okay, we got another thing on the road. I think these are high tier 2 on the looks of it. shield for the win. Okay. Doesn't look like they have anything worthwhile on them. Ooh, those are higher level. I have not seen this guy. This guy's interesting. He's like a banner guy. He's got a lot of skills. He's got a two-hander, so I need to get rid of him first. Ox tongue spear. Is that a tier 4 spear or a tier 5 spear? I think it's a tier 4 spear. Okay, let's have a look-see. I don't have room. Okay, let's see. Tier 3 spear. Oh. Neat, though. There you are. You done running away from me like a coward? Meet your death. Okay, let's see what this is. I'm assuming it's, yeah, it's a broken down caravan. Ooh, that's a good chunk of money. None of this is like hyper valuable. I could grab the rags just to turn those into bandages, because I'm going to be down 1 bandage anyways. Okay, gotta be careful about that guy. Okay, that was good. What's the buckler? That isn't a tier, that's a tier 3. Mine's still better. What's a footman's sword? Also tier 3. Pretty much ignore most tier 3 stuff. It's not going to sell for too terribly much. Okay, I think that's the dungeon. This is the undead dungeon. Oh no, I'm hungry. Oh geez, I was like, what killed them? Harpies. I don't want to aggro those. How damaged are they? Fairly, but considering they just wiped out a whole garrison of bandits, I don't want to fuck around with them. Maybe if I was able to put a couple shots in while they were fighting them, I would have considered doing that, but I ain't messing around. Especially since I haven't saved in a while. Okay, we can check out this tomb. Cool. I desperately need a campfire so that I can cook this meat. It's kind of weird that not all the tiles have that poison on it. Because this one also doesn't. This isn't the same one, right? No. Couldn't get the kill on it. Yeah, then we get in on this map and it's all foggy and stuff. So strange how it procs. Okay. That's definitely a tier 3 Hellberg. Okay, let's heal up the leg a little. I can eat this. Let's have a look, see what this is. Is this a tier 4? No, it's a tier 3. Okay, I'm pretty sure there was a question mark on this map. Alright, it's a bison. Bison grassland. Jeez, we're already a decent chunk into the next level, considering we just leveled. Bandits must give a good XP. Okay, let's hope this is a bandit camp. It's not a huge deal if it isn't, because we can just head on down to this one. Oh yeah, I can't kill these anyways, because they're just gonna give me rotten meat if I do. Okay, this could be a glutton. Yeah, it looks like a glutton. Glutton den. Let's see if there's a spot where I can actually creep in close enough. Should be able to do it from the top here. There we go. Okay. let's go back down to the camp. Cook up this meat for some hunger reduction. It looks like we're gonna be fighting some bandits. He hit me hard. Footman's Axe. That's a tier 3. With the crowns. Give me the crowns. Yo, what's up, dog? Okay. Back to the camp. And I've acquired some fatigue. Let's post this. Eat that. I'll save because I don't want to die after everything we just did. Yeah, let's haul some of this loot back to the caravan. I didn't check what time it was. Though the prices in town aren't very good here. Anyways. Okay. There goes a majority of my cash. Pears are so expensive now. Sounds like someone's playing music. Okay. Do I have any extra rags? Doesn't look like it. Oh, he is playing something. Okay. Can store all this stuff to be sold for later, as well as this for the upgrades. Actually, I don't have to wait, because I can always sell some of this to that blacksmith guy. Can I chuck the nails in here? I guess I can. Boop. Boop. Okay, let's sort my inventory out a little. I need some more bandages. You got medical supplies, right? Yeah, I'll buy one of those. You don't have bandages though, but maybe... Where's she at? Maybe she has some? Nope. condiments, though. Okay, let's sell off some of... Oh, I can't open the window with him. Let's sell off some of this stuff to him. Should be able to sell most of this off to him. Let's see what he wants for the book. Let's see if he'll take these. I don't think he will, but you never know. Nope. Okay. These are all a decent chunk of money. He doesn't take the book either. I could repair this. How much does it cost? 190. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to find a vendor to pawn that stuff off to. That's too costly to repair. Okay, but who had some meat? I know you had some meat, I think. Yeah. Tough meat large, and it's all salted too. I'll grab it all. I'll grab it all! Okay. Let's stick that in here for now. I'll make a meal before we head out. We'll rest a bit. What time? Rest a bit so that we can get the vigor buff. There we go. Grab some salted meat. Let's look at the egg recipe I got. I didn't see what that had. Egg. Fried eggs. Fried meal omelet. 24 hunger. Max energy restoration. A depletion of fatigue. Those are all decent things for what I like, but we can just do this one. This one gives a lot more hunger reduction and gives fortitude, fumble chance, healing efficiency. Which is all decent, good stuff. Let's double merge these in here. Because we got plenty of lentils all stored up in here. So we got lots of vegetables. And now that we have this upgrade, we could go into town and buy some of the vegetables that last a long time, like garlic and onions and stuff like that. I think even beets last a decent amount of time. I'm going to want a bowl for this, because I'm going to want to wait till I get close to hungry before I eat it. Did I? Yeah, I think I completely emptied this out. Yeah, I did. Okay, cook it up. Good. Get our thirst up. Get our fodder. Turn this into fodder as well. Okay. Did hitting 26... I don't think 20... Yeah. What about these starter dungeons? Yeah, I really don't think that they're reducing in skulls like they used to. I think it just shows you kind of like the range of expectations of how strong the dungeons are. let's just do a quick save before we head out. I'll also do a quick pray so that we get that bonus. Okay. Shout out on that. There should be something on this map because I'm pretty sure there was a question mark here. Must be on this road. Probably just a shrine. But it could be a broken down caravan, and it is. With a handful of grapes, which is nice. And some alcohol. I could have stored them in here if I didn't have these in here. I think I might just go quickly back and drop this stuff off at the caravan, since we're not far away from it. And that cleans up some inventory space. And I can also store these grapes for later, because once I put them inside the caravan, they'll last 6 days instead of 3. Do I have... I don't know if I have a fruit salad recipe. I don't know if I picked that one up. But yeah, so we stick these in here. 6 days. Perfect. I'll sell these wine off somewhere once we get there. I can put this plate back for now. Don't have a lot of room for this stuff though. We can move some of these scraps over. I also can sell off a bolt of cloth because I don't need that anymore. I thought I needed that for an upgrade, but I don't. We can sell off these bells because I thought I needed that for an upgrade, but I don't definitely don't anymore. Now we can see if we can make some more room over here by moving this stuff over. Okay, there's a chunk of room in here now, so we can stick the bottles in here. And then we'll stick these to be sold later. And I do have some excess bandages. I do need one. I think I have too many purple astracs on me though, so I'll take one off. Okay, that looks good. Oh yeah, the bell's right. Alright. We'll do another quick little rest just to boost up the vigor. I already have the host's blessing. Well, I want to refresh the host's blessing. Okay, let's see what's down here. This is like the cathedral dungeon of this area, I believe. I have to be careful though, because I remember one time I came to this town and I accidentally peeked into the dungeon to see what was inside, and then the gate closed on me and I was stuck in the dungeon and I had to reload. And I walked by the dungeon somehow. Always bad at centering myself on these maps. The Brotherly Abbey. Let's check out the corpses. I don't know how high value these things are for lugging around when I need so much gold these days. Repairs are so costly. I'll grab that. Oh, that's too damaged to sell, I think. And we'll just finish kind of scouting around in this big blob of unknown. Looking for some more question marks. And also filling in the map. Okay, this is just like an ocean lip area. So it looks like a majority of this space is just it's just ocean from the looks of it. I should open this shell, because maybe maybe you can get pearls in them. Oh, it cannot contain pearls. Lame. Well, I'm gonna open them anyways. Okay, I don't think there's much of a point going north anymore. Let's go completely west and start filling in area over there. could get some food while I'm here. That might be worth doing. Don't have my bowl on me though. Where I would totally make this egg recipe. Actually, I could just hold on to the ingredients for it, and then if we hit up a why isn't that lighting up as red? Is that not considered stealing? I guess not. Okay. I'll take the bowl. Sure, why not? Fine with me. We'll make some omelets to go then. Meat omelet. There we go. Okay, we can stop by this camp real quick to just get a little save before we continue on. Okay. Okay. Dealing with them quite easily. I think it's just because my damage output is so high at the moment. Okay, so there's something on the road because there was a question mark. Okay, it's a little shrine on the road. Okay, we can We could do a little loop down to the dungeon over here. Oops. I should have probably spotted that. Okay, not taking a whole lot of damage in fights, that's good. Don't like that there's a crossbow guy as well as all this additional stuff. Let's see if I can find a bush to use as cover so that I at least don't be taking crossbow fire. Alright, at least he's a two-handed mace guy. Tier 2 sword. Alright, let's see if we can rush this guy down. He doesn't want me rushing him down. Okay, we got a sponge, which isn't too bad of a, what's the drifter sword? Is it a tier 3? No, it's a tier 2. Okay, I want to have a look-see at this. That's a tier 3. Can't sell that for too terribly much, but I might as well hold on to it. I don't know how much loot I'm going to find on the way out anyways. Oh yeah, we were going south before I was interrupted. Is this ocean over here too? I can't tell. Oh, it's like a river. And there's something here. Some kind of town, I think. Or at least some kind of establishment. Let's see if we can nail these ducks. Nope. Don't think you can hit them with magic. From the looks of it. Okay, what is this? Wall's Bridge. Okay, let's see what Wall's Bridge is. There's people on it. I've not been here before. Oh, it's like a travel location too. Yo, what's up? Okay, so this guy also offers quests in the area. Okay, I'll take a sleep here just to save. What do you have? Some medical supplies. I got Day10 stew as well. I might just grab that for the road. Oh yeah, right. I forgot about the... I was like, I'll go get those ducks. And then I noticed there's a rotten duck next to them. I'm like, oh. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay, there's going to be something on the road here. And there's a question mark up here. Let's see what we have up here. The river looks like it wraps around up here. Jeez, he hit me pretty hard when he hit me. Oh, that's not good. That's a longbowman. To find a way to sneak up on the guy. There he is. Get back here. There we go. Oh, he's just got a U-bow. And it's damaged. I can't even make any money off of it. You second-rate bandits. I could have swore there was a question mark on this square. I wonder what killed all those ducks. They're not... Oh, this is a camp. That's what killed all these ducks. lot of backfire chance standing in the water. Guess it's not a good idea to be casting lightning magic in the water. Okay. I think that's a low-grade sword, right? Yeah. Okay, we can get all these ducks. We'll keep them as ducks for now. Because I think if you pluck them, then it resets the day limit on the meat. Okay, that's a pretty decent find. We can make some food with the duck meat. Let's pluck one of them then. We'll make some more day tiller stew, I guess. I'll fill the water back up. Check these out. Nothing in there. Check this out. Some money. Just do a quick save. Also need to look at my fatigue. Yeah, I got a pretty decent amount of fatigue. Let's rest a little bit just to get the fatigue off. There we go. There's some bandits up in the corner here. Where are these wild dogs? Not bandits. But not super high level bandits. That's like a high tier 1 bandit. Or like low tier 2 bandit, I guess. That one's just a tier 3, I think. Or maybe a high tier 2, I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure this guy's a tier 3. He's got the equipment that looks more tier 3-ish. Okay, we could go up here and check this out. Or we could scoot around and check this out and then go to the dungeon. Which I think I might do. Because we have a guaranteed question mark down here that we can check out. Plus, I'm not going to be able to stockpile like an amazing amount of loot. Yeah, we got a question mark on the road, so that's either another shrine to the human god or it could potentially be... Ooh. I don't like crossbowmen. Okay. jagged falchion. That might actually be worth a decent amount. One square away. Okay, here we go. One step back one. Okay, let's see what the jagged is. I think, is that a tier 3? It is, and it's decent amount of money too. This is only too high, right? Yeah. You can stick the ducks in there for now. Okay, let's check the road. So I kind of want to grab these just momentarily. Because I might have that cooking recipe and I can bring those back with the grapes, because I'm pretty sure that there's a recipe for grapes and, or for fruit and berries. But I don't know if I have it. That's the question. I don't remember if I picked it up from the vendor that sells that recipe. Oh, how did I pass this? I went by the road? I guess I did. Let's check over here first. Because sometimes it's just on the edge of the map, but it isn't. So we'll continue up the road, even though this is going to be a little bit dangerous. Just a wee bit dangerous. Okay. Gotta be careful of the Helberg guy. That is not the weapon you were using. And it's quite damaged too. Alright, it's just a shrine. You can come to me then. Hunting bows tier 2. Don't know if I've read this book yet. No, it doesn't seem like I've read it, so that's some free experience. Okay, we're gonna go south though. And we're gonna loop back around. And these bandits really give a lot of XP though. Almost to the almost completely to the next level. And the archer is a little bit dangerous. And that is an upgraded version of the regular dog. This guy's like a tier 1 bandit. Okay. Rabbit's pelt isn't really worth lugging around. Jeez, yeah, they do give quite a bit. That tier 3 marksman gave 129 experience. That's a lot of experience. It's like 3 of the early game monsters. It's like a pack of dogs. It's a good thing I have so much firepower, though, or these things could probably get to me and crush me pretty easily. What did I end up getting? I ended up getting the, no, I didn't spec into that. Oh yeah, I did the warfare thing and got this. Because next level we could probably get this. And then we could get finisher, which would give us another shorter dash. And then this grants strikes and shots armor pen. And 50% armor damage. If the target's armor durability is above 0%, and then hitting the target applies 10% damage taken for 5 turns if it has no armor. Grants 5% crit chance for every grants 5 crit chance for 5 turns for every strike or shot blocked by the target. Okay, I do like my crit, because critting as sword applies bleed. I think guarantee it applies bleed. No, 25% bonus chance to bleed on a crit. And then, does sorcery have a bonus? No. No, it does not. But I think critting regardless. Could have sworn there was some kind of bonus to crit on fire attacks. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, but this thing gives a crit when you're doing pyromancy. Yeah. Mainly it's just the sword that gets the huge benefit from the crits, but a nice crit on a spell anyways isn't too bad. Okay, we can fill this back up. We can eat one of these. I'm just gonna have to be careful around in this place because it's probably gonna have bandits outside. And I'm gonna assume that they're all gonna be tier 3 bandits. If not, maybe some tier 4 bandits. So we're gonna have to be a little careful. Okay. We got a crossbow guy. See if we can kite him back here a little. We got a... This is a tier 2 bandit, right? Does he have the charge? Yeah, he's got heroic charge. days, so you can't charge. Which is good. Let's do this. Okay, I want to check out this flail. It's a tier 2 flail. Don't forget the trees on the ground. Actually, I could probably put that in here, right? I can move this stuff out and put it in there. Okay, we got a low-level sword dude, right? Yeah, he doesn't even have heroic charge. You're letting all your guys down, man. You're not even up to their level. You didn't even join in with your bros either. Just cowarding over by the camp by yourself. Oh, that's an alright amount of gold right there. I could pick up the rope, but I have plenty. I think I already checked this, but we'll just have a look-see. Yep. Okay, so we've scouted out this. We'll just poke down to the bottom here just to satisfy my ability to fill in the map. I could go over one tile to get the beach tile, but I don't really want to do that. So we'll just ignore that part of the map and continue north. There should be another shrine on the road, I would think. Which means this area has a lot of shrines. Could be another broken down wagon though. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll hold behind. And then we'll brace for impact. And then we'll cleave. There's one. There's two. What's the broad axe? Is that a tier 3? It is, but it's far too beat up. That also looks far too beat up as well. Okay, what's on the road here? More enemies. I was like, oh, you guys haven't been doing anything. I hate moving picks things up. I could definitely use an enchantment scroll. I really need to redo all of my enchantments. Okay, it's another shrine! So many shrines in this area. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Gonna need to hide out for a little bit. Jade Falcon. That one's beat up. That doesn't look that beat up. We can drop this and eat one of these. Soldier's longbow. That doesn't look too beaten up either. Let's eat some of these berries. I don't really want to drop a plate. I'll eat that and move this around. I think this should fit. Yeah, I could sell that for a decent amount. Arrow, crude longsword, okay. Go up one more tile and fill in that part of the map. Didn't take a whole lot of body part damage, which is nice. Guess I'm taking a lot of armor damage then. What were all my protection? 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, pretty decent for cloth. Being bolstered by the that one talent that I picked up, which gives each light piece an additional 15% to the respective body part protection. No less than 1, and I think that I got 2 on each because I hit the threshold. That knocks it over to 2, which is nice. Yeah, because I have 2 on that. Right? I only have 1 on that. Torso, right? No, I have 2 on torso. Yeah, so I think 6 is the minimum, and then you get 2. But I am getting an additional protection on that. So I don't know about that. Maybe 5 was the threshold. No, but I'm only getting 1 on hands. No, I'm getting 2 on hands, right? Yeah, 2 on hands. Okay. Yeah. Pretty decent. Okay, we'll head back to the camp. I would love to get into one or two decent more fights so I can get another level. So maybe we'll travel along the road just to increase the chance of bandit fights. Oops. Okay, it's just a... Okay. Luckily, I came out pretty unscathed. That could have gone terribly. Range weapon treaties. Well, might as well drop the bowl on the ground. I think I'm still going to need 2 more fights, though. And I'm fatigued. So this could be a little bit dangerous depending on what we fight. That's fine to fight. But they also don't give as much experience. Let's see if we can run into a bandit on this road. Nope. But we could check up here for bandits. Bandits, bandits. Okay, we've already cleared this map. I guess we can walk over here and rest at this camp before heading back to base. Or I could just, you know, take a shortcut, go straight to base. That's good too. Okay. So let's stick some of this stuff in here. The books, the enchantment scrolls. These are still good for 4 days. going to sell these. So I'm going to have to make room for them. Actually, I can just sell that to the blacksmith guy. Okay. I think I can sell these to the blacksmith guy too. Because this is pretty much going to cost, or the money I get back on this is going to make up for some of the repair costs on my equipment. Some of these are pretty hefty to repair. Pretty hefty. Alright. Yeah, mix back some of the money, and then I still have a couple things to sell inside of my inventory here. Oh, I didn't mean to pull out everything. And then we have the ducks. And we have all these things he just handed me, which are good for repairs. Let's move some stuff around so we can stick that in here. I don't think we really need the bucket. I'll just stick it here for now anyways. Let's pluck these. That refreshes the timer on that. We'll stick this in here for now. Stick the book in here to be sold for later. We're also going to need some medical supplies. Yeah, got through pretty unscathed, all things considered. I wouldn't mind buying all of these as well. It's always good to have salted meat on hand, especially in the large variety. Which also I could salt these drumsticks, but I might as well just eat them, not waste the salt on them. There we are. Turn this into fodder. Boom. Okay. Well, we can prepare to do one of these dungeons. I suppose. Wouldn't mind doing the one that's causing this plague. But I think that one might be one of the more difficult ones. Okay, let's collect the fodder. Let's see. I don't have enough to use these berries, but I want to see if I have the want to see if we have the fruit salad recipe. Yeah, 2 fruit, 2 berries. The berries are going to be hard to get because this fog also affects the bushes as well. Or plague miasma. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, did I take everything out of here? I could throw another thyme in here. If I had room, is there something else I can move from the thyme bag? Guess I could move the hops. Put that with the rest of the food in here. Okay. Let's do a dungeon then. Hopefully this won't be the death of me. Can I identify the quests? I think I have to do cleansing ritual. Or maybe Echoes of the Plague. I don't know. I always get so confused with these debuffs. What's Echoes of the Plague? During the Crimson Plague, blah, blah, blah. Not long ago, Dark Cult took over the tomb. I'm on making it worse. Past, cleanse of. Okay, I think we'll do this one, even though I'm going to be fighting undead, which are not. I don't have the best weapon type for. Interesting. Okay. Just go back, take a quick rest, just to save so that I don't, in case I die. Is there a shrine? There is one, but not directly, so I'll just pray here. I should be able to do this dungeon. I have been doing dungeons around this power level, I think, right? 3? Yeah, I've been doing 3s. I should be able to get this completed. Mind you, 3s were still pretty challenging, but we've gotten some gear upgrades since. And a couple levels, so we've been doing pretty decent with the overland encounters, or like 1 or 2 close calls. Ish, but you know, not like super close calls, like the ones where it's like just comes down to if something misses or not. Come on, stop running. Well, that was a mistake. Luckily, I'm not too punished for it. Though that's bad because it just dunked some of my resources. I really needed to back up so that I wouldn't have taken that massive hit. Master crafted silver ring. And I've already read that book. Okay, well these are both in really good condition. And I'm not too terribly far away from camp. I think I'm just gonna backtrack. As much as I don't like backtracking. And we'll just use another pain thing so that I'm not losing morale and sanity. Pick up some extra poppy just in case I need some, because I'm going to need to make a couple more herbal asterisks. Yeah, because letting them both hit me is definitely not, with the big hammer hit, is not a good idea. Should have used my ability on one to back up. Time. No, I didn't miss the camp. I'm on the wrong map. Okay. I don't have extra of these. I need to make another meal at some point. I got one of these, but I want a couple more. Then I need to store these. No, I can just sell them right away to this guy. Hey. You can repair my stuff so that you have enough money to buy this. Okay. Let's make some herb extract. What do you need for that? It's poppy, hemp, and healbane. We got healbane on the ground here. So we just need the hemp. And I stockpiled a decent amount of it. Poppy, hemp, and healbane. Okay, we'll grab, oh, we need to repair the healing kit too, because I'm pretty sure I used that. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to want to grab a couple of healing salves, I guess. And I'll grab an extra bandage. And then we're going to want to make some more food to go. So we'll just fry up some more of this duck. Do I have the drumstick recipe? That would be nice. Don't know if I do. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Pretty sure she can have it. But she does not. Okay. We'll eat this. I don't like that I'm using up all of my lentils, but what you gonna do? That is so bad. Okay. Not only did I waste a lentil, I also wasted my food bonus. Okay. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Which means I'm gonna probably want to make some more food. Don't think I have, yeah, I don't have all the stuff for this. Okay, I can always store this till for later though. Can you salt this? I don't know if you can. Looks like you can, I guess. Salted bear fat, okay. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's rest up. We'll do this all again. Minus the mistakes. And we'll just make something... Make some more food to go. I'm gonna be out of lentils. So I'm gonna have to do like a big shop to stockpile a bunch of vegetables for cooking ingredients at some point. How are these grapes doing? 3 days? That's pretty decent. Alright, we'll do a quick save. Grab some water. Pray, and then we can go back out. And this time we won't get hard smacked, and we got a decent much more medical supplies. And I'm just hoping that the enemies in the dungeon aren't as strong as some of the bandits that we've been fighting on the overworld. Did I put anything in here? Ah, I did. Whatever. I guess we'll just deal with being down 3 inventory slots. This is the undead dungeon. Usually, you don't get a terrible amount of loot that takes up a lot of room. But you never know, this is probably going to be a 2-floor dungeon. I'm just hoping that this clears the plague in the area. So I don't have to keep dealing with this poison cloud nonsense. I don't know if I've read this book. Nope. Oh, I haven't put my point into anything. Don't think I want this. It's got 4 range though. That's pretty good. Perform a charge towards a target dealing 14 crush damage, accuracy, stagger chance. The damage depends on the equipped chest piece protection. If equipped with light chest piece, grants the skill 1 additional range. It also grants 14 weapon damage for 2. Actually, that's pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna grab that. That's pretty strong. Problem is now that I don't have a whole lot of room to stick everything. I will just put this. I don't use it too terribly much. It would be good in like big confrontations with a lot of units so that I can stack the effect. At some point I'm gonna have to probably rework my whole bar and have a ranged bar with all my magic on it, and then a melee bar for when things get in close. I tried to look to see if there were any mod extensions I could add to the game, because I would love to have how it is in World of Warcraft, or when I played World of Warcraft, where you could have the bars on the side. Like, you could just take some of these pages and stick them on the side. So I also tried to see if it was in the base settings of the game, but it doesn't look like it. So I would imagine it would be in gameplay. That would be a nice feature to add, just so that I could have additional abilities. Or like even a second bar, like right here, would be nice. Or just to here. I don't care where it is. I just want additional things I can either macro my buttons to, or I can just click on them if necessary. Because if you have a wide build like mine with a lot of skills, then you kind of need to have access to all those skills. And I don't like having to scroll through the bars like this. I wonder if he added sound effects, because I don't recall hearing, like I can very faintly make out the sound of chanting. Oh, like I have the sound down really low, but these are new sounds to me. Fighting high-level undead at the moment. Okay, this kind of feels like it's going to be a low-level dungeon. Well, a low-ish level dungeon. I don't think I'm going to get much money for that. That isn't much money, but I'll keep a hold on to it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm carrying my cape around. Well, that was weird. There was a question mark there, and then it's not. Huh? Is that a bug? Confusing. I'll just stick some stuff here for now. I'm gonna switch out like this, so that at least I get some heavy defensives off of the cape. So probably while I was doing the overworld stuff, should have left my cape at home. Because the cape strategy is pretty much just for dungeons, where I can leave the backpack near the front door. I wonder if this is just effect of the chanting or whatever that's causing all these weird question marks to show up on the map. Or if this is just some sort of bug. Because maybe this is just supposed to make you, maybe it's just an effect of the dungeon trying to make you paranoid or whatnot. How did I get bleeded? Oh, that guy chucked a thing at me, right? I do like this double charge. Makes gap closing it on these ranged characters really nice. And I'm not taking a whole lot of body part damage, which is nice too. But I do kind of want to use some of these things so that I have some extra room in my inventory. I can maybe make some money off of that. Now that's quite damaged. Well, that was a waste of an identification scroll. I got plenty of them though, so I shouldn't be too concerned. Yeah, this must be some sort of effect of the dungeon trying to make you paranoid for roaming things that you may have that might be sneaking up on you or something, and they're not actually. I didn't clear out that. I have to remember to do that when I didn't loot that one either. Strange. Okay, I have to remember to do that when I go outside the dungeon. That might be some extra old coins and such. And old coins are quite valuable, so. Okay, let's check all this stuff out before I forget. Come on, move forward. Stop hitting me with alarm strikes. There you go. Yeah, there's a staircase down. I should do a quick search just in case. Don't want to accidentally step on a trap. I'll do one here too. Okay. What needs repairing? The hat. Nah, everything's kinda... We're all kinda Gucci on this. We can eat this right now. I can come back for that. We'll take a trip back to the front door and drop off some of this loot. Because I need to do that anyways, because I'm going to have to loot a bunch of stuff on the bottom floor. Just make sure I've looted everything on this floor. I still need to clear that one side room of some pots and crypts. Okay. Let's put some of the more expensive stuff in here. So that isn't as expensive, so I'll throw that on the ground. Tree 3 is fine. Cloth is less expensive. That's a decent price. These belt buckles are worth a decent amount. I'm definitely going to keep the enchantment scroll. Same with the rings. That's worth a lot more than this. Okay. I'll just throw this back on the ground. Oh, we can put a potion in here. Okay, throw this back on the ground. Throw the bowl on the ground. Where's my cape? So I don't get it lost in all the junk. Okay, I'll just quickly clear out what I missed over here. And I missed something up here too, right? Yeah, the sarcophagus up here. I think I got distracted by these randomly appearing question marks. Caused me to get confused and not finish looting out that room. Okay, let's head down to the next floor. That's a good find. I am definitely liking these charges a lot better. Lets me dart in real quick. make use of my high melee damage. That doesn't look like the boss room. Am I really that low on sanity? Yeah, I guess I am. He dropped a quiver. That's far too damage for me to make any money on it. Okay, ancient coins. Nothing else I want there. Got some stuff over here to check out. I don't think I picked up that carved figurine on the last floor. I'll have to remember to do that on the way back up. Though I might not be able to haul it out, and carved figurines aren't worth that much. But every little gold coin matters. Especially right now since I'm kind of broke. That's far too damaged. This looks like it could be the boss room. Yeah, it looks wide enough to be the boss room. Yeah, that's the boss casket, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, you want to come over here in case there's a necromancer in the room so I don't have to deal with him resurrecting you? That'd be nice. I'm already fatigued. There we go. Surprisingly, I haven't seen the boss. He's like tucked up in the back somewhere. Okay. Is this the necromancer or is this the Soulcaster? Yeah, this is the necromancer. I would love to fight him completely by himself. But that might not be possible. Oh, geez, he made a corpse. Well, it's far enough away from the corpses that it'll take a couple turns to get over to me anyway. There we go. And he resurrected the bad zombie. That easy to kill those. Okay. That's some good loot. And it's not worth nothing. What's in this sarcophagus? Nothing. Okay. So we still need to find the place that we're putting this golden thing on as part of the cleansing ritual, which will probably be in a room down here. I really need to find some person who's gonna buy my beat up stuff. That looks like a low-level sword. Okay. Hourglass isn't worth money. Getting a lot of old coins though, that's nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to lug all of this back. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of a fight, so let's just top our body parts up so we're nice and healthy for this. Silver earrings, okay. Hit the thing on the thing. Okay. Luckily, these ones are. This one's a lower level one at least. This one's a. This one's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but that's fine. Okay, we're done with the dungeon. Good, 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 good. We loot everything. Looks like it, looks like it, looks like it. Didn't miss any side rooms by accident. Nope. Okay. This is gonna be a decent haul. Back to the front, pick up some of this stuff. Pretty sure that I missed picking up, yeah, that car figurine there, but I don't really particularly care. I don't think I'm going to be able to haul all of them back, and car figurines are only 20 gold for one slot, which isn't amazing. I'll probably end up throwing most of these on the floor anyways. We'll start with the figurines. As a bronze eagle, it's worth a lot, but 4 slots, that's a lot to guarantee at a slot. I can use the cloth to repair some of my gear. Silver nugget, silver clasp. I can also get the cloth to finish this up. Oops. Cloth. That. Agate. Gold nugget needs to come in here somewhere. Let me drop that bandage. Sheath, not a big deal. Besides the bronze eagle, none of this is worth too terribly much. I don't know if that will be worth it. I could probably drop that in some of the, like, lower... and make room for the eagle. That might be a good decision. This is worth a lot, but finding a vendor is going to be annoying. Let's drop the nugget and the golden tooth. I'll stick the eagle in. There we go. I think that will be the most bang for my buck. I don't want you close to that corpse. There we go. I don't want to have to deal with the upgraded version. Okay, cool. We're halfway to the next level. That was fairly easy dungeon too. Not a lot of higher level undead. We didn't even have to deal with any of the ghosts. Trying to think of what would be higher level undead. Those like hulking... Oops. I don't want to fight those. Those like hulking brute guys with the halbergs. Those are high level undeads. Then there's some skeleton soldiers that are high level undeads. Those... trying to think. I haven't seen a whole lot of high level undeads in my playthrough. Most of them were in the older patch with the old dungeons. I know those like big zombie brutes that look all pudgy and stuff have, and they have halbergs usually. They're considered to be like tier 3 undead. Trying to think if there's like an undead caster that's clearly like a higher level undead. Cause I know those, trying to think if there's like one with a two-hander besides the halberd guy. Cause I know those ones that raised at the end, the like mace and shield and mace and axe are like the more difficult echelon, but I'm not sure if they're considered like tier 3 undead. They might just be like high tier 2. I'm trying to think if there's like an upgraded version of the casters, if I could recall. I think there is. I don't know. I don't know. He added a bunch of new enemies. I haven't seen them all. Hopefully the plague drops when we hand in this quest. Let's sell off a bunch of this stuff to the blacksmith, and he can repair. Well, he doesn't need to repair too much of my stuff because my stuff isn't too terribly damaged, but it is a big chunk of my money gone. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, that's a good chunk of my money back. Let's empty out this. Minus these things. I'll keep those. This can go in. Totally forgot I have those for pain. Okay. Sell you some more stuff. There we go. Getting a lot of potions. Okay, books. I'm gonna need to sell somewhere else because he doesn't buy them. Got another scroll of enchantment, which I think is all the ones I need to finish enchanting. I like having a couple extra on hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna need one more. At least. Because sometimes I like just doubling using them. We can use the identification scroll to identify that. We can sell that. This we're gonna have to find a special vendor for. Do we have more duck meat? No, we don't. Okay. Let's just make an omelet, I guess. To stave off the hunger a bit. Meat omelet. Is it because there's water in it? I guess so. Let's just merge that with this. And I'll empty this out. And eat that. Oh yeah, this is the event where she like makes you some food. I guess, I don't know. Camping backpack bag can be used to store items, must be equipped before use. I'm interested to see what that is. I have not seen this version of it. It's quite expensive too. Must be good. Could be better than this. Be awesome if it's better than that. Let's see what it stores. What is this? Ranger's Brew. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Spoils quick though. I don't want it to spoil right now, so we'll stick it in here. Oh, it doesn't add to the effect. Well, luckily we're going to be probably going to a dungeon immediately after this, so let's pull this out. Stick this on and see what it has. Oh, that's a good amount of space. I like that. We'll keep this for herd gathering anyways, because it's... I think this might still be better, but we'll just hold on to that just in case. I'll stick these in here. And we'll also stick these medical supplies in here as well. How do I want to reorganize this? Move the food down here. We'll stick these in here for later. So we got these herbal extracts for pain at the moment. Okay, well, I'll go quickly hand in the quest. Oh, he's got the good hat. Oh, that's nice. I have to remember to pull my old coins out of here. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So we can stick this in here now. Carry so much stuff on me. And it's nice dimensions too, so you can have you can carry out stuff like lumber and grain and such because of the dimensions. Pretty good backpack upgrade. Okay, let's move all of this money into this bag. Then we're going to need a separate bag for the old coins. Okay. I'm just gonna save up. And I guess I'll tackle the other two dungeons. One of them being a little bit more difficult. I think this one, yeah, this one's quite difficult. Oh, the plague's still not gone, so it was this dungeon that was causing it. Okay. Well, anyone who watches to the end, thank you. Have a great day.